consultant, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a boyfriend. This evening,
You're saying friend.
I think we're here for something serious. I try to maybe make it lighter because somebody told his cousin that please design a web-based application for me to sell alternative medicine. And the guy said that you don't need it because in Nigeria today, serious things don't survive. They're not all those serious musicians. They are not making any money. The serious musicians are the ones that are making money. No, I beg you, sister. Because all what they are engaging in is what I can call short-termism. Short-term. Whereas what you need is what? Strategic focus. That is why I'm going, and I will not win until I get there. The Nigerian environment is very challenging. The head of state was frustrated. They called the youth frustrated. Lazy youth. Because himself was frustrated. These are people that have been occupying controllership position in their 20s. But the problem, look at is it Mbu or somebody like that? Was one of them was Nigeria External Affairs Minister at the age of 23. The one became head of state before he was 30. Go on. Was 30. But when you look at generation, my generation is a little higher than yours. And yet the focus are different. But I've not worked for anybody since 1991. I've been working for myself. And that is why we are entrepreneurs by your own right. I think we are the future of Nigeria. Because all the people that are saying 30 days make a pay, they are just parasites of the system. They have nothing to offer. Look at countries like Spain, like Italy, Lithuania, Estonia, a lot of other countries like that. It is the small businesses that makes up the economy. Look at Nigeria. When they are mentioning GDP, are they mentioning the woman frying for the sabo? No, they are not mentioning. Are they mentioning somebody planting granules? No, they are not mentioning. And that informal sector really is what makes the Nigerian economy. And that is why you are among the important aspects of this nation's future, if you are an entrepreneur. And there are a lot of challenges. I'm just writing a book now called Marketing in a Recession. Because when there is recession, there are a lot of problems. But within that problem, you also see opportunity. I don't know which kind of business you are. Let me take this gentleman for instance. What's the name? What? Roy Maduka. Ndebo. Now, which business are you in? Fashion. Look at fashion for instance. Fashion is something that is, I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to call it esoteric. I want to call it something like ingenious. If somebody is fashion, you design something, you say that this is normal. Have you? You see another one, he designs it and you find out that, wow, this is innovative. There are factors available that drives your business. Some are sensible, some are insensible. For instance, look at sagging. It's part of fashion. I mean, but very soon the trouser will be on the ground and the only thing that attaches the bottom will be the belt. And the man will go in the advance and the trouser will follow. That is fashion. You have to identify that what are your value chain in the fashion business. Because in most instances, the business you do, the best of your profit does not lie at the final product end. For instance, you're into fashion. Maybe where the bulk of your income lies is the fabrics. How do you source fabrics? But in the same way, you have to take into consideration a lot of factors. Who are you serving? That is your segment. If you tell somebody that this shirt is 50 pounds, they're likely to respect you than if you bring a more expensive shirt and you say it is 1 pound. I mean, perception. Fashion depends on perception. Fashion depends upon the brand. So, irrespective of the business you have to understand what are the factors that drive value in that business. Sir, which business are you in, sir? You work here. As you work here, you want to understand what they do here. You are part of the value chain of this organization. This is where, sir? Sir? MTN. Oh. That is now look at MTN too. MTN basically the core business is what? Communications. But MTN has gotten into entrepreneurial development, into music. Nearly MTN will come to time. Very soon. Because they now look at it that what value can I gain from the bulk of people that are using my data services, that are using my voice services? What can I get out of them? Because what drives businesses these days is what? Data. I mean, when you have a body of data, you can easily mine that data and look at it. What are the preferences of these people that are my customer base? What can I offer them other than calling, other than data? For instance, if MTN expands its is bandwidth, you can go into pay TV. Now they are going to finance because they say you should be borrow airtime. These guys are going to loans and advances. Because you know what is happening, MTN will go to financial service. They are already in financial service, fintech. So that is why you cannot just take your business and look at it that it is just business. There are a lot of things that are hidden in that your business that if you look deeper, that is when you can get value. If you dig deeper, that is when you can get gold. Every business, whether MTN, whether fashion, what's your business at? Sir. What? That one is too wide. But that's part of HR. That's part of human resources. When you say you want to develop talent, in which area? Is it in theater? Is it in music? Is it in engineering? In music? I mean, which is that you must be a music guru. You manage them. You are a talent manager. Okay? Now, the question now is that how do you spot your talent? The person you want to throw away may be the best of it. Of the code. Which now, look at Albert Einstein. Look at Thomas Edison, the man that invented this light bulb. He tried 7,000 times before he could succeed. And before the one time, he wanted to give up. And they brand him that this one can never become anything in life. The teacher wrote him off. They wrote off Einstein. They wrote off a lot of things. If you're a good talent manager, how do you dig gold in that business? By bringing out the moment idea of boxing, equivalent of it in music. Anthony Joshua, somebody discovered it. The issue is that you have to ask yourself, and in this area too, the area when you are doing your business, you don't have to spread too thin. For instance, what genre of music are you sourcing talent of? That Gbede, Apala. They don't understand all this one now. The only thing they know is hip-hop. But if you know what Nigeria has lost, what this hip-hop, what they do and all of them has done to destroy Nigerian music. If you know the value, hip-hop is not the only music, but when everybody go, maybe they are being over-promoted. To the extent that the youth know nothing except this brand of music. Are you following what I'm saying? So that is why you yourself can now look at it that, okay, what other areas can we develop? Because there is no way you can sing hip-hop and be better than the Igbos. How many of those musicians are using our drum? If I ask you about Yalu, you know Yalu. And you are telling, how will you know somebody who knows how to beat the Yalu? Are you following what I'm saying? So that is why you find out that there are times where we look at is not where the value lies. Where we think that there is no value there, that may be where there is gold. Where do they normally get product? From marsh areas. I mean, those are the land you will say that this land are what? Useless. Because probably you are going to get from the viewpoint of agriculture. The first thing you have to do, if you want to tap benefit out of your business, irrespective of the business you have here, all of you, is to have a clear-cut vision. The vision is that I've started this thing today. in another 10 years, where do I think I should have been? If you don't, then it means that you are just existing in limbo. You are just existing in limbo. That is number one, your vision. Where do I want to be? Your mission. Why is this business existing? Sir, what's the name, sir? Apa, ilẹ̀ pápá. Òdòdó àwọn kọ́lẹ̀ bàbá bá mi. Èyí lọ wájú ẹ̀ mọ̀. Kí lórúkọ náà jọ wà bá mi? Ṣẹ́gun Agboola is your name. What do you do? Information. Is it information technology? Is it information selling? Is it information generating? Is it content development?
Information generating and information selling.
Information, you generate content in terms of information. Political, economic, social, economic. So, in that instance, when you now look at it, what motivated you into that kind of business? When you don't have motivation, you don't have a passion, you don't have something that drives you. Now, at the end of the day, you just exist like somebody that doesn't know where it is going. Passion in what you are doing is essential. And passion is the counter-brother of vision. If you have vision, you don't have passion. That vision will what? Will die. If you have vision without passion, that vision will die. If you have passion without vision, you will just be at the periphery of God. You wouldn't know where you are going. You have vision, and that vision must accompany passion. You must like and enjoy what you do. But you must have a mission. The mission is the recipe, like a foundational reason why you exist. For instance, what is your mission in talent development? Your mission. What do you want to achieve? Yeah, why did you go there? Me, I have no, as I'm here now, I have no mission. It's very difficult to have a clear-cut mission. When I attended university, I used to think that do this country have any future? But I can't go abroad because I don't like people. They came, put rope in the neck of my 3 fathers and 4 fathers and drag them to Europe and America. Now, we are feeling forced to go by ourselves. They are refusing. We started process around the side. Started going to Libya and things like that. So that is why my mission did not go towards Ebola. What is your mission in talent development? What is your mission in information generation? You cannot just stand up and say this is what I want to do. You must have a mission. What do I want to achieve? MTN came here and said that I'm going to be the leading telecommunication Nigeria. In South Africa, when they first started, they were nowhere. Vodacom was the head of them. But when they came to Nigeria with about close to 204 million people now, we are in trouble. 42.5% of those 204 million are between the age of 0 and 14. When those people now graduate, about 60% are under 21. If those people now start having children, 5 children, multiply 5, do you know where we are going to be in another 50 years? And yet, we are starting university graduates are being generated. We are not tapping into those youthful resources other than to start telling them that they can run. Have you? No, they can run for president. They can run. They can't be entrepreneurs, but they can run. All the politicians are bringing their children. Have you? They say to contest too. If you come to a point when you get to Aso Rock, it is Catapreco they will use to serve another head of state. Not Catapreco, Sabrina, Alomo, Gbede. Your president will be keeping sachets because he will be about that something that this sachet in his pocket. When the chief president of Ghana, hello president, too young to run. Whereas what we should do is that you are not too young to be self-employed. Are you following? You are not too young to contribute. Okay, what's the problem now? When I tell you something that is in the future, I went to Cerebral National Rock in 2003. They gave us Orogo and buttermilk. And Orogo buttermilk and one small Ragolis water. That is what your head of state provides for. By the time my own head of state, not too young to run, gets there. So that is why we must encourage youth to become entrepreneurs. And you will find, look at Jeff Bezos, Amazon. Look at the guy that found Skype. in Finland. That is why they must encourage people like you and they must support you. That's why power is essential. Going back to how to drive the best in our business, we've mentioned vision, we've mentioned mission. Then you must have a strategic plan. Strategic plan means that, okay, this is my vision, this is my mission. Within 3 and 5 years, what am I supposed to be doing? What are my targets? You have to set targets for yourself. It is when you set targets that you will have motivation to now compare that, this year, I think that I will have gotten to this place. But where did I get to? Then you now compare your plan with what you have achieved to look at the variance. That variance will now tell you that whether you have succeeded or you have failed. You plan first class out of university, but your GPO was second class lower at 300 level. The best thing you should do now is that if I can't make first class, I should make second class upper. Abi, you start working hard, and that is why your strategic plan. If you don't have any strategic plan today, please sit down and try to have it, and then make it to be measurable. Measurable means that in terms of naira and kobo. If your turnover, Mr. Roy, Madika, if your turnover is less than 2 million, how do you grow that turnover to 20 million in 3 years? How do you grow it to 100 million? And when you look at all those big businesses, don't let them intimidate you. They started small. They started small, and the business that survive most are business that start small. Not when you go and gather 100 million and say you want to start on a big. A toddler will first learn how to stagger before you can learn how to walk, before you can learn how to run. Not that you put the toddler down and on that single day you start running, but they are never. So the issue that is there now is that when you have your business plan, strategic business plan, you now have to look at it from the viewpoint of what am I offering? Who are my target markets? What am I offering them? If I ask my talent development manager, what are you offering?
I'm offering developing their talent to skill.
Who are you working for? Are you working for the audience, or you are working for those people you are developing?
Those are developing.
Those you are developing. What are they giving you back in return?
What they're giving back in return is
These questions are not related to him alone. You have to be applying it to yourself. Ask yourself critical questions. Who am I working for? What market am I serving? What are my value proposition? What am I offering them? What am I getting back in return? You understand what I'm saying? Probably at the end of the day, you may have to sell one of them to maybe Adekola or something like that. To say I've discovered it, and or you start a group by yourself that one way or the other you must encapsulate what you are offering. So, what is your market? Agba. What's your name, sir? Ayode. What are you into? Branding. Fantastic. What is the brand? Sir?
The ability to make a kind of concept. To have a concept. Designing something that stands as a symbol.
The brand is not a symbol. The brand is an experience. If you want to just say what is the minimum definition of a brand, it's an experience. There can now be a representation of a brand. For instance, this fashion brand, Gucci, before Gucci became violated. No, Gucci was, it's a pity. If you go and read the case studies, learn to read case studies, you will now see where people are falling. You will now learn from the mistake of others. Gucci was violated. Gucci started making some discounted replicas. The moment you dilute a brand, that brand is one. Because a brand is an experience. That sign, symbol, name, trademark, all those ones are encapsulated into the physical attribute of a brand. But there are other intangible attributes, like perceived quality. Have you ever entered a private jet before? But when you see private jet, what do you say? Okay. Have you tasted the okay? The issue is no, but something is telling you that that is okay. So, brand management is very wide. The issue is that you must now look at it that who are you targeting? Established brand like MTN or upcoming brand, or you want to take a brand from scratch and say that there are people that develop brand from scratch, develop them and go and look for another brand to develop. And your brand are mainly products and services. Have you ever thought about developing a woman brand?
Rebranding.
No rebranding. They are a woman brand. And at times they fail. Who has ever heard of one of the best musicians in the world that's ever produced that failed? MC Hammer. Maybe you are too young to remember MC Hammer. The rave in 1989. Sir, in the 80s. You have never heard of him before. How almighty for you. What?
Is it one of the songs?
MC Hammer.
It's a rapper.
No. The dancer.
Singer.
Whatever out of my Jeff
Yeah.
a fantastic brand, badly managed and failed. One of the best Nigeria ever. Look at the fella brand. He's still living. I mean, so the issue is that you have to tell me and all of you which market am I serving. If you think that you want to serve the entire world, then you are not going to achieve anything, because the world is very, very divergent. Take Christianity, you will find different brand of Christianity. Take Islam, you will find different. Take Yeparapa, you will find different type of Yeparapa. You don't know Yeparapa? The African traditional religion. Very fantastic and versatile group of people. That thing you are just doing like this. It's actually base 2, 16 Odu and 240 Olodu. Add them together, 240 plus 16, 256. That is the base memory of a computer. 256K. And computer run on binary, if I run on binary, so they are both base 2. Why are you laughing? You shall know the truth. Now, what I'm trying to say is that you cannot serve the entirety of the market. You have to segment the market and pick which segment you want to. Madam, what's the name?
Esther.
What of Modeka? Well, you sing. What do you do?
I work for MTN and the sales rep.
MTN. Listen, I don't want to talk to MTN people. The brand is already successful. I want to talk to the people that are struggling brands.
And the other brands here?
Yes, I'm picking them one by one. Aba. Not necessarily because you have beard. Wale show you that's not an Aba. What's the name? Sunday what? Right. What do you do? A tailor. You see what he described himself? He says a tailor. This young man describes as a fashion designer. A decorated monkey is a monkey. Now, what I'm trying to say, the fact that you decorated a monkey does not change that monkey to monkey.
It's a branded monkey.
You know what this man has done? He has gone to what is called the core product. You are running an augmented product. I follow to say let's dress it up. The core product, I mean tailor. The issue is that I look at everything from a foundational perspective. I follow you. Come, tell me exactly what you want. I will tailor it for you. Look at this man from Sweden, IKEA. He's dead now. One of the richest men in the world, IKEA furniture. The man went to carpentry and became, at a given point in time, the world's richest man. As he called himself a tailor, it can make him to connect more with the target audience. Because that one exposes you to the core need. I'm not saying that your proposition is wrong. That's why I said that there must be a vision and a mission. What segment are you serving? There are some people that serve only ladies. Male. There are some that are just females. There are some that don't even do adults. They specialize in children's clothes. There are some people that is only suits. They know them for. That is why I said that you have to create a segment. And there are some people that serve at the lowest level of the pyramid. There are people that serve only at the highest point of the pyramid. They so close for House of Reps, presidents, senators, bourgeois. What of if there is a coup and they wipe off those people? The segment just go away. And the man will start looking for who do I serve next. Because at times there are segments that just disappear. You set up a nursery primary school in Shomolu, Akoka. You have 70 pupils. One day the pupils numbers start dropping till they are now 30 or 25 because of demographic shift. Because of rent, people are now moving to Mowe, Ibafo. And as they are going, they are carrying that. It affected the church, I mean. The church collapsed. One of these small churches of one pastor church. The man was trying to grow the church and demographic shift occurred. People cannot be coming from away to Africa to say because they want to, when you are not a member of winner, can go from here to that. God exists there. Oh God, yeah, man. You have to go to that. No, don't laugh. Some people are very sentimental about religion. Like Muslims, and there are various methods of dressing. That's also segmentation. Look at Gbede. Look at Arabel. What do? They specialize in a given segment. Then you have to find out how deep is that segment. What is the sales function that you can get? What is the sales potential? The sales potential is the potentiality of all sales. For instance, if you want to establish a nursery primary school in Akoka, the estimated population of Shumo local government is about 740-something thousand. Lagos mainland is about 870-something thousand. You might the two of them is about close to 1.67 or 1.7 million. If you now say that the number of people that can attend your school 0 to 14 is 42.5 for Nigerian population, what's 42.5 of that number? 1.7 million. That shows the potential market of children that are nursery primary school going age that you can tap from. How much of this population do you think you want to serve? But a lot of us don't understand that, okay, if my target audience is about 100,000, what of if I can only reach and grab 1% of that 100,000? I have 1,000. For instance, when people are doing dry cleaning, entrepreneurs doing dry cleaning, and you are in a given area, look at that area and look at it that what proposition am I going to offer that will help me get at least half a percentage of people that are living in that area. Are you following? So those are the things that you have to be scientific. Don't deceive yourself. Self-deception is a crime punishable by God. And one of the results of self-deceit is non-achievement and frustration. You are 35, lady, and you are not married, and then you are still looking at men that who will marry him? It's too short, it's too long, it's too thin. Is that right? I attended this one. That's when I can tell you categorically that he is dead. They printed the obituary in one printed place I know. I saw people that are pasting it. And when they read his will, he gave all what he had to two of his cousins, Mr. Available and Mr. Manager. So if you say the two of them, don't let them go. Very important word, we are laughing. I've said my own. Now, don't, like that person 35, 36, not married and still doing younger, that person is deceiving himself. But what is the problem? Because the segment is drying up. Most of the men that are responsible for their receiving offer, people that are likely. And that is why European research will have shown that women enterprises are much more serious than male enterprises.
True.
The achievement of the women. In fact, the girl child is becoming. Go and look at Ethiopia has to appoint one of them as president. Christine Lagarde is a woman. The woman that is giving Trump, one year plumpy girl like this that was the White House, Sandra something, someone or what's her name, is a girl. The woman that resigned from UN, that woman that was there, something. You look at women are taking over. And where are the men? Today, where are? Three things are ruining Nigerian youth. That they must cancel. Out of the abundance, the Bible said out of the abundance of the mind. That is finance information, Abi. You know you are financial generator, you are now talking about.
They come to me for research.
Let's go on. I'm talking to you about segment. What is the basis of segmentation? Somebody may want to establish a nursery school, for instance, now, and say that I want to target people that can pay a given income level. Go to St. Xavier's in Ikoyi. Who knows that school? Yeah. You may have to pay 3.something million deposit before you can. Why are you shaking your head? The fact that you attended about my college doesn't mean that they are not school at 3.something million. You know it, but you just pass in front of it. What I'm trying to say is that when you look at that, some people will steal to take their children to that. Some people will have money more than that and say that I cannot come and see angelic that is coming to take. But that's what we call segmentation. Who are you serving? Who are you serving? And segmentation can be according to income, according to age, according to several parameters, according to taste. There are some people that will go and eat where a plate of rice is, I don't know whether it's 5 or 7 classes. They took me to one restaurant, Ocean something, Akuramo. Yeah? No, that's recent. Ocean View. We got there. They served me rice. I told them when they were paid, they paid about 40,000 naira. And that's what kind of, and when I heard that right, my stomach started turning. Because looking as if I should go to the toilet. And I said that 8,000 naira toilet wash shake, you will walk. I refused to go to the toilet. My stomach was fighting, but that thing, 8,000 naira, I'm going to excrete. No way, I'm not going anywhere. For instance, if they give me, what?
It's not the one you just.
It's the one I had 8,000. I'm not going 8,000. Whereas some people look at Domino and say that you carry a lady there, 5,000 pizza. You now look at it that if I get to Sabo and I buy 2,000 live chicken, or about 100. That 5,000 can give me a pot of chicken and start to go and. Whereas some people go there and say pizza. When we find a year in the University of the United States, you know those boys that are carrying girls that the car had malfunction. It started burning. Boys refuse to go and there because they don't give boys lifts. Instead of the guy to now shout that my car is burning, help me and things like that. One lady just said, Gbede, the car is burning. Gbede said that, leave it, let it burn. No, big boy, the car burns too. Then Papa get them up. What I'm trying to say in essence is that those ones belong to another segment. Are you following? Who are you serving? There are schools in Shomolu that collect 20,000 naira per term. There are some that collect 50,000 naira. I know 84,000 naira. The one my children goes is 200,000 per term. Are you following? Whereas I'm saying that it is I still see people that are paying 350 per term. Different segments. You now have to look at it that which segment am I serving? After you have gotten segment, the next thing you are going to do is positioning. Positioning is how do your customers see you? How do your customers see you? Some people are badly positioned. They are brains, but they may not have a PhD, and therefore nobody recognizes them. Some people have PhD, there's nothing in their head. The chairman of Lauren Asu was caught about 4 weeks ago that all his PhD thesis was plagiarized. Wow. Maybe you went to politics, but if you go into politics, they will tell you the exact hour the sperm that fertilized the egg that when that thing happens, gone, they will tell you. So if you know that you have anything to hide or something like that, don't go into politics because your sins shall find you. So what I'm trying to say is positioning. Look at First Bank. First Bank was positioned as the leading bank in Nigeria with an elephant. Prior to year 2000, First Bank was going this way, the elephant was going this way. Go and check that logo. And someone told them that First Bank and the elephant are fighting until a visionary called Bernard Longe came and launched a rebranding exercise called Century 2. They now brought the elephant now started growing fatter. First Bank now started growing. Disaster struck when the Northern man that was there rebranded First Bank and cut the elephant into two. Is it not that elephant they are talking about? The elephant is dying, they cut it into two. You don't know where the hind leg and the rest of that, where it is. They started divesting from first register, from first bank, things like that. The elephant has been cut. So, positioning, how do people see you? How people see you affect perception, affect reality. I'll give you an example. I experiment a lot though.
Perception is
I made up my mind one day that for the next 1 year I won't be wearing suit and tie and everything. I'll be wearing Dubai shirt. I won't buy a shirt. I was on that.
Business meetings.
No, not necessarily business meetings. But most of the I'll kept like policemen. I suit and no policemen hang their clothes. I started hanging my clothes. When I have meeting, I will change them. I will go to Sabo market to go and research among all those people. I have some very good and looking at bad position. One woman came to me one day and said, "Excuse me, which of the vehicle are you repairing? Is it Japanese or American?" That woman perceived me totally as a mechanic. Because I was a senior mechanic, it's late now that anywhere I'm going to eat, I will take him along. They started seeing me with mechanics. When you come to my office, you see one big picture of me and Obasanjo. You now say that, this mechanic man, what is this doing with this man? That is what they call confused position. Confused position is when people are not really sure of what that brand is. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a marketer. Are they related? No. Confused position. Who are you? In that confusion, I feel very, very happy that you can pass unrecognized. Nobody knows who you are. But go and check out the KPMG. They will say top of the range. I'll give you a joke to learn from. When people wanted to buy the disco, somebody among the top people know me in one particular company and said, let's give it to this guy. When he finished doing it, because the best way to cut costs is that get a good consultant here to write the project and take what they are shooting to Spain or US, give it to a McKinsey or something like that. They will now rebrand, put the hat there and mind it like this, and bring it to BP. They will just take by room and sign. They will not say it's a Gbede or somewhere in Java or they won't doubt, they will doubt what you have done. MMA too, I was a consultant to FAN 2006 to determine how long by partnering with old people that believe in a small consultant like so come and do the job. When the first report came up, I nearly killed me. What kind of rubbish? And I said that I use the data KPMG or KPMG gave. Because KPMG packaged the thing looked robust. But when I got there and tore it to pieces and reparted, because I was trained by Coopers and Librand, now PwC. So, at the end of the day, they won't look at somebody who will tear what somebody will, you will have paid millions and things like that. I will just take it and tear to pieces. Yeah, and why did they report recently that I reviewed and I wrote a rejoinder? If they go to court, that firm will pay. You won't now recognize those other consultants because they don't have the name of a foreign firm. They are not an understanding. That is what we call positioning. A lot of men will say that I want to marry Linda KG. I want to marry, I'm sorry that I'm mentioning names. I'm sorry, I will withdraw that. I want to marry a celebrity. Will a celebrity necessarily be a good wife? But what are you running after? Brand, positioning. That was the wrong foundation of baby mamas. Because the people they are running and they are giving themselves to will lay down the foundation for the ruining of their life. But they are following what? Brand, positioning. Now, determine how you want people to see you, at the top or at the bottom. Your business, what is the grade? How do you want them to see? You may call yourself a tailor, but when people see the retinue of people, you can be a tailor and organize your business to cater for different segments. God may and will help you to now say that, okay, there are segments for natives. I know people that have it in Abuja. There are segments for suit. There are segments for children. There are segments for this. They target different segments. LMPH. You are welcome. One primary school. Primary one. The boys and girls, when they are going to the toilet, they will say, allow me to go to the toilet. Allow me to go to the toilet. Incidentally, his name was Mr. Alao. They got to primary 2, the teacher was Raji. The first boy went to the teacher and said, Raji need to go to the toilet. No, because that they thought that when you want to go to the toilet, you must add the name of your teacher. Allow me to go to the toilet. That's
Allow me to go
that. The man just gave me that. That is, who is communication here?
That's wrong.
Eh?
Wrong position. It's wrong communication.
So, we are talking about segmentation and positioning. How do you position yourself? By communication, advertising. Now, the focus of discussion is digging for gold. Abi? There's something we call profit pool. If you are in an industry, there are areas that have profit. Profit pool is where there are concentration of profits. I will give you an example. Bill Gates. Deadline 1993. A company came up and introduced a web browser called Netscape. Netscape was the first internet browser. It made waves and this and that, Netscape. Bill Gates uses a strategy that we call buy or bury. He said, I buy you, I bury you. Netscape, I want to buy you. Netscape is over my dead body. He said, then I will bury you. Bill Gates released Windows 95 and introduced Internet Explorer free. You buy Windows 95, bug off, buy one, get one free. You buy Windows 95, you get Internet Explorer free. That was the main product of Netscape. What happened to Netscape? Netscape died. You are going to use that Netscape on Windows. Bill Gates tinker with some code so that Netscape will not work very smoothly. People started, oh, what kind of browser? They started talking. And where they can get Internet Explorer free. Now, what did Bill Gates do? He looked at the value chain. That is why you have to dissect your value chain. The value chain of this gentleman includes the source for the fabrics. Have it? The buttons, the type of machine you use, the expertise of your cutters. Have it? All those ones you have to look at the fabrics, the button. You know there are some threads that when you put iron on them, they melt. And all the things you thought you saw will start becoming undone. It's common with trousers. Now, it may be that the people that are making the best of the money in your value chain are the suppliers of the fabric you are buying from, either at your job or at Oligo or at anywhere. That's what now makes some people to say, I will go to China by myself. I will go to Spain by myself. I know that I can cut the cost of this thing. At the end of the day, the profit you will make at the end of the day will be more than if you are going to buy those fabrics locally. Yeah. But then the question of scale now comes in. Economy of scale. Are you buying small or you are buying big? So that is why Bill Gates now look at it that the people that are making money in the PC industry are the people that are supplying personal productivity software. Lotus, WordPerfect, those were the best. Then, PageMaker, all of them. He now decided when he was releasing Windows 98 that he will release Microsoft Office, made up of Excel, Word, Access, Binder, and PowerPoint. Those ones started working smoothly with Windows, while Lotus started having problem. What problem? Where's Lotus today? Lotus is gone. WordStar is gone. WordPerfect is gone. Microsoft makes 65 to 70% of its income on MS Office. Forget about Windows. Because the name of the man is Gates, which is still related to carpentry. Windows, carpentry. The first software I invented was MS-DOS, carpentry. Why is the man related to wood? Because the profit pool lies in the personal productivity software. And Bill Gates just found out that he's just providing a platform for other people to make money. He now decided to close the tap. The tap that is flowing into the pool, Bill Gates closed it. And turned the direction of the tap to himself and became the richest man in the world. A lot of us work heavily. It's not the heavy work you do. Use your brain. Look at Uber. Uber doesn't know where any filling station is located or where they are selling tires. See how they render all our taxi drivers.
There's ongoing ways to understand it.
But they didn't know what it's there.
You are not expecting it.
The segment they are serving are younger. They are older. They can't click into them that when they introduce handset, that handset is going to destroy them.
Or you could
black magic. You talk to somebody in London, you see him. But right, it's the technology you don't understand that they call magic. Those people that use that will stay by the wall and they will enter the other side. It's not magic. It is technology. But you don't understand it. When they enter your sleep mode, that's sleep mode. When they enter your sleep mode and they give you something to eat in the sleep mode, I don't phone it on the This technology is not magic. When they give that person poison when he's asleep, when he wakes up, they take him to all hospital, they can't find anything. Do you know the reason? Because the reagent that will exactly identify that toxin is not yet in the database of the Western medicine, the Western medical world. Maybe you take it to Babalawo that understand the symptoms and know that it's this leaf that I'm good. You go and plug that leaf, that person will be killed. You call it magic. That's why those Western pharmaceutical companies are engaging heavily in what is called the studies of ethnobotany.
Yeah.
How you will study the botanical leaf in a given area and how the ethnic people in that area are using those leaves.
The leaf now is now being sold in capsules.
So, what are the profit pool in your business? What are the area in your value chain? For instance, there is an eatery nearby here called White House. How many people know it?
Yeah.
I've known them since 1995. Before my mind died. Previously they were buying meat. Now they are killing cow. Because it's cheaper for them. Why would they transfer the profit from meat to the meat seller when they can buy cow and kill by themselves to reduce their cost of input and widen their profit margin? There are segments in your industry that are untapped. What is your business, sir? No. Product. What kind of product?
So you give me an interesting idea, and I get a lot of business software, and some other business software.
I give you what?
Software development.
Software development. For instance, look at how people started developing mobile apps. And they turn into what is called SAS, software as a service. There are a lot of things you don't do by yourself. When you go and look at this cloud computing, there's platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, software as a service. This now means that there are a lot of things you don't need to do by yourself. If you have a software, you want people to adopt it, go and get a platform and just drop the software there. They've done it down to training. When you package soft training modules and they sell it for you on the internet. There are segments that are yet unserved in your business. I'm challenging every one of you to go and dissect your business from top to bottom. In fact, you will find out that, I'll give you another example. People that are making packaged water. Do you know the most profitable of those lines is the bottled water? The same quantity of water in a sachet, the same quantity of water in that bottle. To extrude the bottle or to buy it about 22 naira. By the time you calculate the cost of labor, you can still sell that thing on the average of 40 naira. Whereas look at how you package nylon of poor water and things like that. That's why you find out that for people that are going to do that business, they concentrate more on bottled water. So, they've looked at it and found out that, and there are people that at the end of the day, look at all the people that left secondary school. Go and ask Caleb, go and ask all of them. It's the money they are making from secondary school that is to fund those universities, because the universities are totally unprofitable. People are doing because I want to. The churches, the NASFAT, they all went to university believing that it's a secondary school. It is not. Therefore, what I will advise you to do is that, irrespective of your business, there are segments that have been untapped, there are potential, and you have to deploy what is called the marketing mix. Your product, it must have quality. If it doesn't have quality, people will not actually patronize you. Your product must serve a particular need. If there is no need that a product is serving, that product, nobody will ask for it. True or false? True. You must identify a need. As long as there is a need, and you can communicate that need, people know that that product exists. If they don't know your product exists or you exist, nobody will patronize you. That is why a lot of people are trying to look for e-presence. But before you go and look for e-presence, all of local presence in the vicinity, in the target area you are serving. Your product must have add-on value, because people buy product based on value. If it has no value, for instance, how many of us are using Intel lines? You are using Intel. Is it as widespread as others are? No. Because they came one time and said that when you buy our modem, it is limitless. But some people now find out that it is not limitless, which may now lead to customer alienation because of deception. Never promise what you cannot offer. You cannot deliver. You are taking the lady to Domino Pizza. You don't know that when she eventually married you, now Gary. It happens a lot. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Put value, augmentation, added value into your product. Then your price. Price can be a double-edged sword. When the price of something is very low, people will look at it as an inferior product. That's why even ladies of 50, 55, they use attachments. Amigo, Lolita, Amino, Expression, Yaki, Naomi, Premium, Kinky, Nobel, Angel. You are afraid that I'll be running a salon? Because they want to ensure that the competition is high. Are you following? That is why for you to achieve success, you also have to look at your competition. Who are your competitors? What are they doing to attract the market that you are not doing? And there can be price competition. If you go to an area where people are low income and you are putting a premium product there, you won't sell low. It's like selling Bible in Sokoto or selling Quran in Aba. You are wasting your time. Or you take Baba Adeboye to Osun to go festival. Nobody will listen to you. So that is what we are saying. Your competition, your price, your communication, your channel partners. For instance, you can be making general fashion products, maybe shirts for small kids of between 2 to 5. I will now say that I will mass produce it and I will distribute it to a lot. Look at Mark and Spencer and things like that. They don't own a tailoring shop. They only give their label and their design to fabric manufacturer who will buy fabric, sew it and bring, because they are because of the fact that they have a network of stores. And because of that, people know that when I get a good shirt, they check the label, Mark and Spencer, and they say, yes, I'm going to buy it. So your channel members are very, very important. On the overall, the advice is that never look focus on what you are doing and bear something in mind before you can make it. Customer satisfaction. Your customer can either be a terrorist or an apostle. Where loyalty is low and satisfaction is low, you become a terrorist. Anytime they mention your product, the first thing is like, if you buy that product, I will kill you, because that product is not. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. كيف حالك؟ كيف الحمل؟ بالخير؟ What have I done? I got greeted. Kedu Makandebe. I wrote the fact. Is there an offense? Then I was there. TV. Acquirable. So, what I'm trying to say in a sense is that don't alienate your customer. Where the loyalty is high and satisfaction is also high, you won't pay back, you won't pay that person, will be your apostle. If somebody says, want to go to so place, you will get it there. That is why you must take your customer satisfaction. I will round it up. Your mission, your vision, your segmentation, your positioning. You're looking at your marketing mix in terms of your product, your price, your communication or promotion, your distribution, the people you are using. When Intercontinental just did their magic, and I was told to go and deliver elections, and they are saying their logo is happy customer, happy bank. I said no, it remains one. Happy staff, happy customer, and happy bank. Because if the customer is happy and the staff is unhappy, it is the frowning staff that will drive the happy customer away. Then your physical facility. You enter a surgery, you want to do surgery. You now find out that the surgeons came out of the operating theater. Their white overall was stained in blood. And they were carrying long knives like suya. And they said that, where is the next patient? What will you do? You will just tell them, no, I'm okay. Nothing is wrong with me, just I want to go home. Your people. Who are your people? Do they inspire confidence? Go to Sheraton for a bottle of Coke. You will pay close to 1,000 naira for a glass of Coke, 150 naira. So they are selling of atmosphere, environment, but they can't allow riffraff people to come in to say we want to drink Coke. If they can find people to go outside, why would they want to drink 1,000? So they segmented them out. Then we talk about your value chain and your profit pool, as well as your customer satisfaction. On the basis of this, I intend to rest my case.
The point, I almost thought family own a salon. When was mentioning the names of all those, Thank you very much, sir. And I hope we enjoyed this session. So could you take questions for this session and then move on? So if you have questions. No question, okay. Can we go ahead? No question. You have a question, no, go ahead. Yes, please.
Thank you, sir, for your illustration. At least we can all attest that he wasn't speaking from a mountain top. It was very, very, we can understand. In my line of the business, I intend going into ready to wear. But I've realized that we have a market, but we don't have a ready market. And what the China are doing, they are doing a strong thing, the ready market. So I observe you're very, very versatile. What do you have, or what can you children like for this part of the segment that I intend going into? Doing the ready-to-wear market for Nigerian women. So,
I want to clarify, are you the person that will be making it, or you will be bringing it from outside?
I'll be making it.
That's a challenge. The first challenge is your cost structure. Are you following? There's no way you can match the cost structure of somebody that goes to China. That's why Macmillan, Engelman, Evans, all of them, they are printing outside. Even before companies started doing CG for annual reports, a lot of them found that it's better for them to go outside because they will get better quality at lower cost. The major problem we have here is this power. That is number one. Number two is the fact that you are going to buy the fabrics from where somebody will be there and the fabric is originally there. And if you find out that there's a market for ready to wear, so people will go there and give them specification, and it is already happening. Number three, I mentioned competition the other time. You are not sitting down to look at competition. One of your greatest competitor is the fairly used market. That fairly used market, you find out that you will not be able to match the quality of the fabric they bring. A lot of bankers wear fairly used. It depends on grade. You get some fairly used to dry. If you go to some boutique, it is fairly used dry clean, they will sell to you as well. So when you look at it now, as a Nigerian, you have to be sharp in your thinking. The people that are bringing ready to wear fairly used may be making more money and have more customers than you, because go and check out it out. The price is very good. Can you match the price? Maybe instead of you look at different segments of the fashion and you now look at what are the key success factors then. What are the risks? And now if the risk is so much that you will be out segmented, it's better you look for a segment where you can thrive. Are you married? You would like to marry the daughter of the head of state. It will be difficult because you will be out segmented. Are you following what I'm saying? I bet I can teach you strategy, you can get that. See me after service. So, what I'm saying is that look at that segment very well. Your cost, because until we get this thing right, a lot of entrepreneurs will find it tough. Because look at matches. Those people will send their product to Nigeria at their available cost, not at their full cost. But by producing at home, they've met their fixed cost. But they will only send at the available cost. You want to recover both fixed and variable, yes. Which now means that the entrepreneurs are facing a tough time. But we must not give up. We must succeed. Try and just do the thing a little on a low scale and test the market. What result you get from the market, you see before you will go all out. That is the product management, what they call test market. Do some, test the market, see how the reaction will be. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, we'll take 2 more questions if there are any. 2 more questions, please. Okay, if there's none, that's it. So thank you very much, sir.